boy. Oh no. Excuse you. Go back into the game. There we go. Graphics. Very high. Turn everything up. I'm not sure what the appropriate lighting is. I'm just gonna leave it as it was. Controls, are the controls the same? I'm concerned.
What?
There's a key that says toggle microphone.
On what?
OUTLAST 2. I re-downloaded and started. And I'm streaming now, by the way. Apply bandage. There are bandages! I guess that's okay. What?
I'm taking this thing downstairs. I want to see what it's like. I wonder if they made the DVD menu look like a VHS menu. The VHS is... No, they didn't. Did they?
Should I... There's not even easy mode this time. It's normal, hard, nightmare, and insane. And there's a really painful nails on chalkboard sound just playing in the menu.
She doesn't do anything. It was not really
OUTLAST 2 contains intense violence, gore, and graphic sexual content, and strong language. Please enjoy. Oh, and there's sound. Here we go! Lynn Langerman is an investigative journalist seeking the answers behind a pregnant woman murdered under impossible circumstances in rural Arizona. You are Blake Langerman, her husband, assistant, and cameraman. Record everything.
Oh, yeah.
Neither of you are fighters. You're never a fighter at these games. Neither of you are fighters. To navigate the horrors waiting for you in the desert, your only choices are to run, hide, or die. As the creature said unto me, son of your father's sins, lift your feet from the earth, I will speak unto thee. And the spirit entered the cunt of my mind, and made seed there, and I became the... Okay, cut me off the middle of reading the thing. Got it. Silence.
You're gonna open up on a plane.
Well, I know that. I saw, like, the very beginning. From Markiplier.
Come in.
I already know this whole...
Scream! He's here!
Jesus, Blake, are you really sleeping?
Okay, there. Whew. I was about to say from a... Oh no, don't tell me my screen's screwed up.
You were calling
I
out
love
some other
how
woman's name.
glorious the voice acting is in this game.
In your
It's
sleep.
top
Jessica, I think. You know a Jessica?
Oh, no. I mean, I was dreaming about Jessica Gray from when we were kids.
Oh, yeah. I haven't thought about her in ages.
Hey, we're crossing into reservation.
I don't like that my head is
You said I'm looking for some sort
denied
of
from
factory?
enoug't
Yeah.
I don't like that.
We can look,
But it's
there's nothing out
cutscene,
here.
so I can't really help
It's pretty
it.
empty.
I know, but I like it when I can look around during cutscenes.
Spent at least a decade downstream from some
then it's
pretty
not a real
heavy industry.
cutscene.
Shh.
Say so, man. You bought the time.
We should record an intro while we're
You
up here.
should know that.
Production end?
Shh.
Sure.
Okay.
Camera.
Okay.
Can't work my diaphragm with this thing on.
Well, this is
Audio's
kinda
gonna be
weird.
crap.
Yeah, it's
We'll
pretty-
have to. Whoa!
And
The
it's
fuck?
not actually like
Fuck!
a DVD box. They're being held in by like these foam pads. So I mean, you don't have to worry
That was
about
exciting.
your chance of accidentally breaking your disc.
Get as much of the landscape behind me as you can. You got me?
Yeah, we're good.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Have a soup pie, have a soup pie.
I'm just gonna do it on PlayStation since
Okay,
I don't.
I'm
feel
Lynn
like-
Langerman, here for newstomorrow.net. We're flying past the Havasupai Indian Reservation in central Arizona in search of the origins of murder victim
Hey, Lynn.
Jane Doe.
I don't think you should say murdered.
It's weird
We
how
don't know-
Blu-rays have loading screens.
I don't remember the freaking keys. I just looked at them and I don't remember them anymore. Crawl. Night
I could be the
vision.
one that finds
Okay.
that just a
Oh, I'll
little
say she
weird,
strangled
but
herself to death.
That's what the
Blu-rays
police
have
report
loading
says.
screens.
We may play this before the doctor interviews. If this falls on the first 30, we need to get the word murder in
Yeah,
there. We should probably mention the fetus
reproduction
too.
of
I mean, how it
distribution of
just...
copyright work is illegal criminal.
Here, let me try a version that can serve as an intro for the whole piece. Tell me when we're good.
Netflix logo.
Okay. We're good.
2 weeks ago, a young woman was found wandering barefoot,
We think
pregnant,
VHS
and
doesn't even
alone
have-
on a barren stretch of highway 100 miles from the nearest...
Oh,
Why is it showing the season 2 trailer? I've seen it.
we're going down. We're going down. Loud. It's very loud. Screeches.
What?
The crashing of the helicopter is very loud. I wouldn't imagine the crashing of a helicopter being very loud.
Really?
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Why is it showing the season 2 trailer?
Oh, I'm in the
maybe this
school.
was like a thing. Maybe this was like a thing that like people who bought the Blu-ray got early access to. But I mean, this is the collector's edition.
Jesus. You weren't kidding. You weren't kidding.
Why is
Wow.
it just
These
showing
graphics are
trailers?
amazing. They even got like floor scuff marks. That's so cool. Let's see. In the school, it is 6:07. I don't really remember much that happens right after the school. Oh, hello, blood pool.
We're not alone here.
Am I allowed to be like confused as to why it's playing season 2 trailers?
Maybe you got season 1 and season 2. You have two
No,
discs.
it's season 1, disc 1, and season 1, disc 2. 4 episodes on each disc. How is season 2's Blu-ray gonna work? Episode 7.
Oh look, the camera's perfectly placed on the ledge.
They showed a lot more in this trailer than I originally thought they did. They showed a crap ton in this trailer.
Lynn?
Like 11. Showing it.
Whoa!
And then
You
she
can
finds
review
a hole in the
footage!
wall,
I didn't know
and
that!
goes through the wall, and Stranger Things 2. Cool. Can I watch the show now?
Okay. We're good.
That's so cool!
A young woman was found wandering.
Oh, that's so cool!
This isn't even a Stranger Things advertisement.
I can review my own footage! Oh, that's so cool, you couldn't do that before. Okay, and then F is night vision. Is night vision still useless?
Oh,
Yep, pretty
I had to
much.
sit through 5 minutes of advertisements. That's Sigourney Weaver. Marvel.
Don't fall off the cliff! That's right, you don't want to
What
fall
show
off the
is
cliff,
this?
because you die. Okay, so let's not fall off the cliff this time.
It's a Marvel Netflix series. There's quite a few of those, so I mean, which one is it? Is this the one that had like a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes?
I have no
Sigourney
idea
Weaver?
if my gamma's right or not. Oh, I didn't jump when I was supposed to. I didn't die though,
Here's
everything's good.
Sigourney Weaver and anything Marvel. Did I put in the Blu-ray? I mean, yeah, it's saying Stranger Things, so I mean,
Shit.
the PlayStation doesn't read DVDs
Jesus.
like that.
No, there's no bodies. She's not in here.
Let me see if I can get a better look at this poster, because I didn't get a very good look at it the first time.
Find Lynn. Nothing
I'm
matters.
pretty sure it was the
Lynn.
Demogorgon? Yeah, it's the Demogorgon.
You have an inventory. Oh, that's cool.
The poster's the Demogorgon, Dan.
Nice.
Cool. Is that Daredevil? Marvel
Maybe.
the Defenders.
Probably then.
That looks like Daredevil. Alright, I sat through your advertisements. Can I watch it now?
Oh,
Okay.
right. You can use it to hear. That's right.
Wow, the main menu actually looks grainy. But Sim tells me that's intentional.
Oh, fuck me.
Descriptive audio. Can I get the freaking, what is
Not
it,
happening to crash.
the commentary? Can I activate the commentary? I've watched through the entirety of season 1, so I mean, I guess it's
Are you gonna be ready to just hear me make random noises with my vocal cords that I shouldn't be able to make? Oh, you can look back holding Alt now. Wait, is that the only direction you can look back? You can't look back while running anymore.
Do VHSs have menus?
No. I don't think
Okay.
so. I mean, the
Doesn't make much
VHS
sense,
is just
doesn't
kind
it?
of a recording of whatever it is. It just kind of starts. Oh, I didn't show you my pen. I got a pen.
They might have controls. I mean, yeah, this has a main menu, obviously. And it's choice with Christmas lights. Please tell me I don't have to sit through those advertisements again, because that was kind of annoying. Having to sit through 5 minutes of advertisements. Maybe I never have to do that ever again. Maybe. Because, I mean, Blu-ray discs are like a freaking program compared to DVDs.
I have a wooden fountain pen now.
Like, how to sum up what Blu-rays are? They have loading screen. That glare. Oh my.
Well, I've already screwed up because I didn't push escape, and while I took that picture with night vision on, I've already screwed up.
Does it always show those statistics in the bottom of your screen?
Well, the camera's up.
That's the night vision. Never mind.
That's the camera. Which you can go and watch me fail miserably at this.
I want to see how good the quality is.
Running for an extended amount of time will exhaust you. I'm just waiting to get spooked. I know there's a spook almost immediately.
The following program is rated TV-14. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you, Netflix. Why isn't that warning on whatever? They put warnings on their discs, but not.
Oh, thank God. I thought miles from anything.
I mean, this show would look kind of weird in perfect 4K. This looks about the exact same as it does on Netflix.
I'm lost and hurt.
I will never, ever, ever have to worry about internet lag. This might actually look better on.
This is not amnesia. I can't pick up a shovel and ram it into anything.
Not sure why circle is the pause button and not X, but maybe, just maybe, if I put this in my Blu-ray player instead, it'll look even better. Probably. Since my Blu-ray player is a Blu-ray player and not a PlayStation 4. Transformers The Last Night is still in my Blu-ray player. That's amazing. Shows you how often we use our Blu-rays. Never. You know, I've watched this movie a whopping 5 times now. Yeah, that shows you how much I like the movie. I've watched it 5 times and I still haven't gotten bored of it. Dedication.
I can't tilt while crawling.
It takes some good dedication to be able to sit through that movie 5 times and still enjoy it. Why am I saying dedication? It's definitely not the right word.
Is anybody there?
It takes some real
Please.
love of a movie. This is TV. This is not Blu-ray. This is
Hey.
TV.
Hey,
And
man.
that's Friends.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Friends.
Oh,
I think.
shit. You're...
Is that Friends?
It's just happened.
Maybe.
I can't bear what we have done nor being apart from our little ones, so I'm going to go over, hoping you forgive me for leaving you behind. And God gives free for the last trespass. I know that they had to be offered up, but I am still all tore up inside and can't live no more. Hopefully the end will come soon and we can be together again, unless God burns me forever for this sin. Until then, I hope you find what woman's comfort you need in the arms of Papa Noth.
Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks so good on the Blu-ray player. Holy crap. So smooth. 60 FPS. I gotta watch Stranger Things on 60 FPS.
I feel like my gamma's wrong. I just,
Then fix it?
like, there's no, like, directions for the gamma, though. It doesn't tell you, like, move it until this is visible or anything. It just...
Then go into settings and change it?
I mean, I can turn it all the way up, I can turn it all the way down. Turning it all the way up does not very help much. Turning it all the way down... Like, the gamma doesn't really matter. It's like a difference of, like,
Does not very
0.5.
help much.
It's not... Wait, did I actually say that?
That's what you said.
It's not very help much.
I'm trying to describe how good this looks on here. Oh, I just spilled water all over the floor. Wow.
Oh, hello.
Who's...
Spilling water on the carpet isn't that bad, right? Except mold.
Why are people slowly walking backward into the darkness? The problem with that is that they, their eyes are glowing. Human eyes don't glow to, cameras.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
It's called red eye tan.
No,
It's the
like,
exact
not,
same thing.
they don't night vision glow.
Well, I don't know. Then they aren't human.
Well, that's probably the correct answer.
Being part of a cult makes you
Spooky
not human,
noise.
apparently. I'm trying to describe how good this looks, like, to something that you'd be able to understand. I don't know. Take the smoothness of a game that's 60
I can
FPS.
hide in a barrel.
Like maybe how smooth your game looks right now? Like, is your game at over 60 FPS?
Probably.
Then, yeah. That's how smooth this looks. You know, right, that TV shows normally don't run at 60 FPS? Did you know that TV shows are actually aired at like 24 frames per second? Pretty obvious when you compare it, because some have like releases where you can watch them in full 60 FPS, and it looks much better.
Find Lynn. Nothing matters but Lynn.
I'd love to find the remote.
Our loving
to do
God
it.
continues to bless me with visions, and I know more certain than ever that the enemy is nearer with every day. I was scrubbing the stains from the floor of Daniel's room when the blessed music rose inside me and sank me into true sight, where I saw a creature like the burning sun, but with inward rings of teeth upon teeth, and dangling beneath limbs that I took to be arms, but were cocks that rose in childing purpose.
I don't know where to go.
That's all I have to say to
What?
that line right there. Okay, I'm gonna start reading this over again. Dear Father, our loving God continues to bless me with visions, and I know more certain than ever that the enemy is near with every day. I was scrubbing the stains from the floor of Daniel's room when the blessed music rose inside me and sank me into true sight, where I saw a creature like the burning sun, but with inward rings of teeth upon teeth, and dangling beneath limbs that I took to be arms, but were cocks that rose in childing purpose. And as this monstrous sun descended, it fucked the earth and burned so great with slouching horror from the fire. The image this gives me. Ah, I was filled with the same fear so great that I could not breathe nor move, and saw myself all of those years back, blinding Daniel with the lie, and tried to weep but could not, and when I woke I found myself went with lusting, painfully desirous to feel a man inside me. Okay then, this is a little more than I was expecting from Outlast 2. And the feeling was not so far different from the fear. And the feeling was not so far different from the fear. I tried to comfort myself with your teachings, terrors as joy in the movement of God, but I would like to take greater comfort in your manhood inside me, and a firm prayer, and that the Antichrist be strangled in my room, most faithful of your flock and holy hanging, and holy longing.
Okay, something's weird about this, because that's another problem with Blu-ray. Being a program, it didn't have bugs, and for some reason the buttons aren't showing up as buttons, but instead of static panels. Like panels that look like grainy static. Not
Wait a minute, you're just walking up? Oh my god! Oh my god, you could just walk up to a bed, and it would instantly crouch you under the bed.
Let me try taking this out. That's a concern. I'm allowed to be concerned about that, right? Because buttons aren't supposed to be static. They're supposed to be buttons. The disc isn't messed up. It means my Blu-ray player is broken. Awesome.
That body is blue.
How does a Blu-ray disc read? That's what I'm wondering.
That human body that's dead there, it's blue. It's just straight up blue. Not even like lack of oxygen blue. It's just straight up blue. I expected the frickin' raven because I remembered that, but it still got me. Ah!
Could it close, please?
Some doors have deadbolts.
Okay, that was weird. Wasn't closing. This Blu-ray player is becoming concerning. With its lack of cooperation. I'm actually wondering, can a PlayStation 4 not run 60 FPS? Yes, it can. Ah, it's fixed. Okay, so apparently me blowing into the Blu-ray player actually fixed whatever bug was occurring.
Sounds
Not something you usually have to do. You know, it's a Blu-ray disc player. We are in the future, people. We should not have to be blowing into stuff like it's a cartridge. But I digress, it works. It's making me feel nostalgic while watching a show that's supposed to give people nostalgia. Nostalgia I can't feel because I wasn't alive 30 years ago.
Nostalgia I can feel.
You weren't alive 30 years ago, Dan. You can feel very little of it.
I had a Game Boy. I had to blow into the cartridges to fix it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the stuff that's in the show, not what I just did. Dragon's Lair. Apparently that is a real game.
It is. I have a version of it for Wii.
And I forgot that arcade machines could actually have that impressive of animation.
They basically were TVs with joysticks, so...
It's kind of funny though, like,
Lynn.
the animation
Nothing
for
matters
dying would
but
always
Lynn.
be kind of buggy because it would have to cut from what the current thing was happening to the animation of you dying. So it'd just be a really random cut in the game. It's the same exact technology that Sega CDs use. Because, you know, for a while, games couldn't really have that much animation in them. It'd basically just be switching in between frames of sprites instead of actual video. Or animation like we know now. Because you can store a lot more information on a CD than you can in a cartridge. And yet we live in a world today where all of our stuff on a computer is technically stored in a giant metal cartridge called a hard drive.
Sounds right. I hear the leaves all crumbling around me. I don't care what's happening at all.
Except it
Excuse
works
me,
a
that's
lot
Latin.
differently.
God.
Excuse me. Who was just whispering Latin? Excuse me.
How to sum up Latin? They use it because it's creepy if you don't know what it is, because a lot of people can't distinguish it from other languages, so they just say, oh god.
You're talking to someone who's in year 2 of Latin. I can recognize Latin.
Not what I'm saying, Dan. I'm just saying why they use Latin in horror games. Because it's a language that nobody understands unless they take it. Like Spanish, you can tell it's Spanish. Japanese, Chinese, you can tell.
God.
No.
In Resident Evil 4, they used Spanish.
Okay.
Then again, they're in South America.
Uncharted 4, they use a lot of different languages. Because the game takes
Hello,
place
creepy
in
rocking
a lot
toy
of different
horse.
places.
Hello, creepy
Okay.
dolls. Hello, creepy teddy bear. That's gonna teach me to crawl. Crawling. Crawling is just a scary mechanic in this game. Just thinking about, you have to crawl under things. Even worse, you probably have to crawl under things while you're being chased.
Ooh, watch there be some sort of vent chase. Also, I don't know what is the point of introducing this character that you're playing as right now. 'Cause I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly, he dies.
Well, I mean, so did the main guy in the first one.
Yeah, but he died at the end.
Hello?
Dies.
What am I supposed to do about you? I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I don't at all remember what I'm supposed to do. You just kind of follow me, right? I need to hide, I assume. But hide where? Okay, I'm just gonna outrun you somehow.
I think Mark said, like, while he was at whatever con he was at, he got to, like, beta test this game, and he broke it.
Excuse me. Lock.
Leave it to Mark to somehow break a AAA game. Because I'm pretty sure by now that, Fallout, I mean not Fallout.
Outlast.
Fallout is a AAA game. Outlast is a AAA game. Or at least Outlast 2. Outlast 1 maybe is indie, but Outlast 2 is definitely AAA because
I'm safe.
not only has it exceeded the quality of like every indie game out there except for maybe, I don't know, T-Jock R, which again is still amazing looking for being the Unreal Engine.
What? For what?
The Joy of Creation Reborn,
Oh.
or story mode, was made in Unreal Engine, which is really impressive because Unreal isn't really that unreal. It's very unreal because most games that use it look really bad, actually. Also, I found out why Need for Speed 2015 looks so good, because it uses the Frostbite engine. Which is a game engine that relies mostly on graphics instead
How
of
many
like,
batteries? I have
mechanics.
two batteries. 3 bandages.
Alright, time to find the stupid remote.
Okay, his watch is broken.
I am on the ground currently. Let's see if we can find this remote. Hello? Remote. Are you anywhere to be found?
Find Lynn.
Hello?
Nothing matters but Lynn.
I'm calling out to the remote. Maybe it will respond.
There's not supposed to be anything for
Hello?
miles. But I was
Nope.
alone out here.
Hello?
Fuck. I
What
was
is this?
alone out here.
Why is there a top to an ice cream box?
There's not supposed to be anything for
Go away.
miles.
The midwife's lament. The babe is coming, ready the knife. The babe is coming, night's midwife, mother to the enemy, stained within. God's creation, saved with sin. Hallelujah, stay the storm, no longer must we wait. For come the dawn of the enemy born, I'll die in the temple gate. The babe is growing, her belly swells, the babe is growing, sent from hell. Ezekiel awaits, a sharpening his blade. Gather at the gate, we kneel and pray.
I think one reason why this game got decently lower ratings than the first one was how disgusting it is compared to the first one.
I mean, it's more. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
Because, as to what I've heard, this game relies on gross out factor about 20 times more than the first game did. Which,
Okay.
as to your reactions as to the stuff that was in the first game, that's a lot.
I just hear like continuous screeching. Like, okay.
What?
I'm hearing just continuous screeching right now.
You in the school still?
No, I'm already in the town. I already met the first little follower person. I think it's
Look,
because
okay.
I'm still technically in quote-unquote combat mode.
Have you gotten the very grotesque scene yet?
Where, you know, your balls get pickaxed? No?
Yeah.
There was a woman who had something on her head that started chasing me, but I
That's what I'm
escaped
saying.
her.
I'm pretty sure the character that you play as dies in this game, like, really early on. Because, I mean, yeah, at first glance, she just got rid of those parts, but then you look at it again, it's like, no, she removed, like, his entire crotch completely. Like, that's a lot. And good luck keeping that from bleeding out, my dude.
The thing is, like, she started chasing me, and then I ran around the
Especially
bar.
in the middle of the woods, where there's, like,
You have bandages. You're okay.
yeah, this isn't Resident Evil 7. And then you just goop juice your hand back on.
Boop, goop juice.
By the way, that's what they do. They just pour the ointment, or whatever it's called, on your hands.
Okay, well,
And they stick it on, and then they staple it on to make sure it doesn't fall off again.
well, no reason
Actually,
to...
I don't know. I don't know if they... I think there's a thing, like, if you don't use this stuff on it, then they have staples, but if you do, they don't.
Well, I wouldn't know. Well, I'm gonna go back out there.
There is also a scene where you can lose your foot to Jack, and then he gives you a bottle of ointment for some reason. and lets you reattach your leg.
Alright. Alright.
It's like, even
I'm
though he's a
gonna go now.
psychopath, he's a person of fair play? I guess? I don't know. He jumps through walls and tries to kill you using his claws.
Did I just escape her? Wait, did I seriously escape her without getting whatever Mark got?
What the... No, I'm pretty sure that's a mandatory thing.
Are you sure?
Because I'm pretty sure you kind of get, like, caught off, like...
Does that happen
comes out of
in the
nowhere.
barn? Like, inside the barn? Or I don't remember.
No, it happens, like, out in the woods.
Because there was a woman with, like, a black veil or something on her face, and I just escaped her. So...
I don't think that's her.
Like, black veil or something that looked kind of like a crow's head on her head.
I think there's multiple. Pretty sure there's multiple.
I can move some objects
where-
by holding left click. Like what?
What the heck is the thing? The remote. See, one thing I wish games could finally get down is whenever you pick something up, it's actually an animation of your character reaching out and picking it up.
Unlike you just seeing them grab it.
Unlike the thing just floating in front of you. Like Amnesia. Just floats in front of you.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, really fun physics engine.
And as we all know,
Dan,
it's
don't
not
look the
like
bottle.
they're just-
Dan!
It's not like they're just using, like, no animation for it. Like, you play games that use that system in multiplayer, it just shows you.
Why
with
didn't I
something
expect
in
that to
front of your
happen?
face.
I don't know.
Like Gary's mod. Like Gary's mod is a grand example. Not like their engine's that impressive anyways, but still. Okay. Portal 2. It's a pretty impressive game.
I
Scale-wise, it's
have an issue with this
amazing.
character now.
What?
They wear glasses. Now,
They fog up, don't they?
no, but they lose their glasses. Their vision's blurry. Which is kind of, you know, what glasses prevent. But you get flung against the wall, goodbye glasses. You get knocked over, goodbye glasses. You fall, goodbye glasses. I already see a problem with this. There was already a
I don't think
helicopter
that's how
crash,
glasses work.
and he didn't lose his glasses. Being someone who wears glasses, I know these things.
Glasses
Jesus.
aren't that hard to use, right?
Oh, she's right there.
God wants me dead?
Hello.
Okay.
The one with the
glasses
pickaxe is
before.
right there. Goodbye. She just stepped into the darkness. Okay.
One thing I've heard is that this game, like, I mean, yeah, it's obvious that it relies on the night vision, but much, much, much more than the first one did. Like, constant,
Oh,
basically.
I ran out of batteries like what, twice total? So
Apparently this game, like, constantly relies on you having to use night vision compared to the first one.
I don't like this.
It didn't-
I saw the woman slowly back into the darkness, and now I have to leave the building I'm in. Yeah. Oh, I hate it. I hate this.
Oh, we know what we're walking into, don't we?
Ah, why can't I?
And I'm pretty sure Mark tried to run past her, and I don't think it works.
Well, I somehow got past her.
Then you're not at the right part yet.
Go under the bed. Go. Thank you.
I mean, unless that's not mandatory. And, like, that's just a death. Could be wrong, though. Because, I mean, there are plenty of games, big games, that have the character you're playing as just die. Call of Duty. Call of Duty is very fond of just killing off the character you're playing as in the middle of
If there's one thing I've noticed in this game versus the other is how the crawling mechanic works. When you're under a bed, you can't, like, look around and see your own hands or something on the ground, unlike in the first game. you could actually turn and see your body. Well, sort of. This one you can fully turn around, which I like, but you can't see your hands, like, except for like a split second. Which is kind of stupid.
Maybe they learned that people don't want to turn around and look at the monster. They just want to run. Also, this game doesn't, like, at first glance, I don't think it has many monsters, more just weird cultists. Which are basically monsters, just human. It's weird. How do you lose the biggest remote in the house? It's a little weird.
What is in that direction? Something's in that direction.
Something. That's what's in that direction. Something. You answered your own question, Dan. It's something. I've been looking for this remote for a while, and still can't find it. Can I use my flashlight? There we go. Didn't think I'd be able to use my flashlight at 10%, but whatever. Oh yeah, I still haven't powered my phone up. I should probably do that.
Oh, it started raining. Maybe that's why it's so loud.
I will find this stupid remote first. Okay, why do we have Fast and Furious 7? When did we get this? I heard this was the best one in the franchise. And Fast and Furious 8 was like the second best. And all the other ones were not that good. Never watched a single Fast and Furious movie, but...
I've watched Fast and Furious movies. Let's see. The ones that I've watched. 7. 8. There we go. That's all of them. I don't even remember 7. But I know I watched 7.
Apparently we have it on Blu-ray. I don't remember ever getting that. But hey, I can watch it.
Hello, sire.
And I heard that, like...
Unbearable, the man!
Ah! No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! No! Blinding light!
What happened?
Ew, squish noises. Excuse me.
Did they get you?
They can't even see me.
No, there were villagers, though.
It's like they're
Oh.
Why must we do this terrible life?
Oh, I'm recording now.
Do you hate this world?
Oh, I'm just getting up to the church.
You know it.
Or what I assume is a church.
God said unto Moses,
My own legs made me jump. Wow. That's sad. That's really sad. I am so disappointed in myself that looking at my own legs made me jump.
we cannot only try to be
But hey, it's a first-person game, you got legs.
need to be like God.
It's a rare
We don't...
sight.
God has sent us this woman.
Lynn.
Fallen.
Oh, fuck.
Excuse me? God has sent us this woman? Excuse me.
Oh, she's talking about your woman.
Yeah, he's talking about my woman. I can't hear him and look at where I'm going at the same time. Carpe Asiem Atrum. Now, where's the spook factor in this room? I remember there's a spook factor in this room. Think one of them grab you or something?
Pray with me, children.
Can I freaking find this stupid remote? mean, if I can remember correctly, Mark's episode, like first episode of Outlast 2 was a pretty long video, and it ended with
Find Lynn.
the thing.
Nothing matters but Lynn.
I have to read the previous. Oh, I've missed 2 notes. Okay, at least you can tell what notes you missed. My love, please try to be as strong as you can. Papa tells us at ever service that God remembers us and our sins and our dreams. We gotta face our sins if we want to get right with God. The visions are getting worse, and the dreams are waking our eyes. It just means that the tribulations are coming closer. That'll be hard, but there's paradise on the other side. God loves us, and don't ever give us more than we can handle. This bugs me. This tribulations is a word that is used, yet grammar is something that is very low. Yet the word tribulations, which is a pretty big word, is used. Val's secret. As you got Papa Nasir, I am asking that you tell him a worrisome story that I hope is only my fears and nothing factual. The chief among his deacons, Val, has come to me before sunrise this morning with an offer that was not fully described. Val acted like somebody offering something secret and sexual in nature, but my knowledge of Val and his character, it frightened me terribly, and I would not accept any such invitation. Val would not further explain, and told me that there are prices in our hearts Papa Nath cannot reach. Though the truth be told, Val seemed more interested in other areas of my body. I asked Val to return this evening once I had a chance to think it over, but it is only so that Noth may send some men of firm character to secretly witness what I suspect is blasphemy and betrayal and cut it off before any harm is done. I hope Papa can help, as I am dreadful scared. Ruth. Whoever Ruth is.
Oh, you're dreadfully scared. Okay, this stupid remote is not showing up.
Now, one thing I haven't looked at yet, but one thing that I might applaud them for.
What?
I haven't seen it just yet. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen a feminine body model yet, but once I see one, I will applaud them. Because there were only, like, male body figures in the first one. So
Beginning cutscene?
no, everywhere. In the entire asylum, only male body. Hi, dude.
No, I'm talking
How you
about
doing?
I'm talking about the beginning.
I'm talking about an Outlast one.
Well, I'm talking about this game. Beginning cutscene.
I don't think I saw a feminine body at the beginning of this game.
Your wife?
I meant dead body. I didn't mean character. But okay.
Well, you gotta say that, man. Those are very different. That is a shard of a disc. Oh, that's glorious. Finding a disc shard in the middle of this closet. Oh, it's so... not good.
I can't crawl under that table.
I can't find this stupid remote. This remote is gone.
I like how the door is automatically jammed, even though I haven't tried to check it yet. That's sprinting. I can hide by entering a wardrobe.
I would say, games tell you that only when you need to use it, but then there's amnesia. We're just like, hey, this is gonna come in handy, like, sometime later. Not right now, just...
So, what did you say? Like, you're fairly sure that Outlast is based off of, Amnesia, or the other way around?
I'm pretty sure there are things in Outlast that are based on Amnesia due to Amnesia coming out first. Years before the first Outlast game.
I mean, like, Outlast 2, I'm hiding in a wardrobe, and I can peek.
Both things that were in the First game.
There were no wardrobes in the first game.
Well, there were lockers.
There were lockers. Yes. But this is like a full-on wardrobe. I have to like peek to look.
I cannot find this remote. The remote for the soundbar, I cannot find it.
Remote for the soundbar?
For the Blu-ray player.
Got the camera. Probably in the couch.
I've checked. It's concerning when a remote for a pretty expensive system goes missing. And the remote having controls that are only on the remotes.
Hide in the wardrobe.
Nuts.
Find Lynn. Nothing matters
The
but
box, which is something people need to stop doing.
The
If you're gonna
Gospel
make
Part
something-
2? The Gospel of Sullivan Noth.
Like, if you're gonna make...
There's an option for clean text! Ah!
What?
There's an option for clean text. It's like handwritten text that I can read, but it's a little difficult. And then push space for clean text. It's I forget. Crap.
Oh, I found it.
Now breaching of hell's gun was close upon coming. He
Heck is this?
upon them drew nigh, and the air was filled with the singing of Papa's glorious hymn, and the fuck, and the
What?
It literally just says of Papa's glorious hymn and the period. Fuck, period. And the night air sang with the sharpening grinding of the midwives' blades. Period. Edges! It's all capitalized. Satan, even though trapped in hell, penetrated the heart of Val. Out and!
You're,
And Satan,
I think...
Shaitan Baal, and the enemy, fearful even in his prison, reached into the heart of Sullivan's dearest and most trusted disciple, who was called Val and shod in the clothes of secretly stiff-necked and uncircumcised of heart. There are so many! How long have you been playing this? And there's already so many references to genitals. Jesus. Val's mind
Amnesia.
descend among the damned and hated of God, Ezekiel and the communed with the enemy, the drink of bathed in the foul, sweet, hot
found
seed
it.
of the spider-eyed lamb.
What?
Val's mind descend among the damned and hated of God and Ezekiel, and communed with the enemy, and drank of bathed in the foul, sweet, hot seed of the spider-eyed lamb. Val betrayed the temple gate and God, and even Sullivan Noth, who would guide the chosen to salvation. And God said, "Yet let Val and all unbelievers, heretics die, suffer 1,000 injuries, and 7 times 7 that in suffering before death and in eternity thereafter, ever after, and shame."
I'm pretty sure that those random capital things have to be hiding something.
Probably. I have like
Or
part
you're just
2.
reading a thing from someone who's completely insane.
Wait,
Here's something I love doing. Whenever I've already watched something, I love going and watching the, director's commentary. Which apparently, the Blu-ray of Stranger Things has descriptive audio. I'm pretty sure that's gotta be... yeah.
oh, we're getting very Amnesia 1-ish with this hallway. Amnesia 1-ish. Outlast 1-ish with this hallway.
Amnesia 1. What? Oh, no, that's not at all what I thought it would be. Definitely not. Stop. Descriptive audio, it's just describing everything that's on the screen.
Lynn!
Oh God, Blake.
Are you okay?
No.
What the
Is
fuck?
this sarcasm?
Oh shit. We
Or
have
is
to
this
run.
for someone who's, like, never... Isn't this for blind people? Is this how blind people watch shows?
Lynn, where are we
Descriptive
going?
No.
Anywhere
This is
here.
wrong. I can't.
She seems a little out of it, and I'm not a fan of this. She seems just slightly out of it, and I'm not a fan of it. Nope, not a fan of it at all.
Oh God.
What is it?
My stomach.
I'll go back to the menu.
It
There we
hurts.
go to
Something's wrong.
the...
Fuck.
I can't do anything here.
Man.
That's very concerning. I know it's a
Stop.
cutscene, but still.
I need.
There's no...
Oh God.
I mean, yeah, that'd be a lot of
Jesus
comedy.
Christ, Lynn.
now that I think of it.
What's happening here?
I thought you were dead.
So I found out
When you fell, I thought we were
Did the
all
math.
dead.
there's actually... Because it, in the box,
Gonna get out of here,
it says
okay?
397
What did they
minutes
do to you?
is how
I can't
long
talk
season
about
1 is. It actually adds up to only, apparently, 6.6
Don't ask me.
hours.
After all these
They're
years,
coming.
after all
They're coming.
this suffering, our faith has been proven.
Weird, because there's 8 episodes and they're around
From the outside world,
45 to 55 minutes long. So,
So, my genitals didn't get picked yet.
I performed examination
I don't know.
myself. And
He's insane. They're all fucking insane. Please, Blake, I just want to get out of here.
Pregnant? What the fuck is going on?
I can't.
he broke it.
My
Not
God,
now.
his voice is so high pitched.
Let's just get away from this place.
Oh, my character's voice is so high pitched.
Oh, I'm just half straight.
rip the devil from her belly and crush it beneath your foot.
Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good.
Stay back!
And we must
Oh, I'm so glad I bought this in Blu-ray.
Swear to fucking Christ, the first person who touches
This
me
looks,
loses their eyes.
surprisingly so much better.
No!
You know,
No!
Netflix is like, how did
And
they
there
do
goes the glasses. There went the glasses. Mmm.
God,
Lynn! Lynn! No, you...
no!
it? This shark's been over good.
You motherfuckers! Get off me! You leave her alone!
That jump scare never got me. Except for the very first time. Very, very, very first time I watched this show. Having no idea what
Oh.
I was doing.
Blue people.
You're gonna get the horror sounds from Stranger Things and the horror sounds from OUTLAST 2.
Women.
So many different-
Nope, those are women. Okay. I'd rather see what the hell is holding you rather than look at what's happening over there.
Lynn, no! Wait! No, wait! No! 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 Oh! For fuck's sake!
I'm wondering if they're ever gonna like screen Stranger Things.
Motherfucker!
God knows my other choices are so like not like I do.
That's unpleasant. That's unpleasant.
Yes, my love.
Just licking the character. That's unpleasant.
We have nothing. I think I'll see you again.
The Demogorgon.
Ow. I got hit in the face. Ow. I hit in the face. I got hit in the face twice in the period of 2 minutes.
Lynn!
Where are your glasses, dude?
Jesus God!
Was Mike cursed at all in season
What
1?
were they? They called them heretics. They called Lynn mother. It's not just the cult. It's two sides. Christians.
What? Did he get his glasses back?
Something
What?
else.
I saw his glasses fly off his face. Excuse me. What? And where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go out or in?
It's weird how smooth this looks. Like, it's bizarre how smooth this looks.
Oh, they could see me. Okay, I don't know why they could see me.
And the countenance of an angel of God.
I've already screwed up, so I'm just running for my life. I can't jump over that. What? Excuse me. What? Why can't I jump over this? Am I just screwed?
Thou art barren, and
Ow.
but thou shalt conceive.
Embarrass not, but thou shalt conceive. What? Yeah, because wrapping bandages around your arm heals everything. Yes.
Let me look now.
Apparently our friend here has gills.
They aren't humans!
No, as in me. Apparently I have gills.
They aren't humans! Are you playing as a completely different character now?
Nope. Still the same character.
Oh Dan, here's something that like neither of us would have ever noticed. But in season 1 of Stranger Things, the comic that Will, X-Men 134, apparently that comic has like if you read that comic, it's basically the whole plot of Stranger Things season 1.
Yeah, I read something about that.
It's like even people who knew about that would have never noticed.
Interesting how their camera is waterproof. I mean, I'm not debunking it or anything, but I just find it interesting.
Where did Will's dog go?
Did Will even have a dog?
Yes.
Speaking of dogs, I hear barking dogs. Is that you?
That's season 1.
Oh.
Will's dog. Demogorgon. My god, their CGI did get a lot better in season 2. And then again, the CGI in season 1 was done by a whole whopping one person. So I mean, for one person doing the CGI in an entire show, it's actually not that bad. Season 2 had a much higher budget on everything, obviously. It shows. Season 2. Season 1 still had a pretty high budget, but
enormous. Some sort of
season 2 had a much higher one.
How could all of this have been here? Nobody knows about it. It's not possible. You're not supposed to be anything for miles.
Very few of the props in Stranger Things were actually made for the show. The majority of the props were just went and bought at some sort of flea market or thrift shop. one of the few props that they made themselves was Steve's bat. And the Demogorgon himself, but...
That's a given.
I like how the Duffer Brothers wanted to do, like, complete practical effects, but then, like, they realized, oh, we can't do that. They could have made the show look even more 80s if they kept that film grain they had on the intro on the entire show.
I just found a big problem with the game. Doors. The hinges are on the wrong side. This isn't just one of the doors. This is several of the doors. I thought it was just like a problem with that one door.
The hinges are on the outs or on the inside.
No. Like, I'm not sure how to describe it if you're not looking at it.
They open the wrong way.
No.
To where the hinges are.
I'm out of Okay, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm out of batteries. Gosh.
Also starring Joe Keery. This is back when Steve was not an important character.
Okay. Can you look at the stream? Because I'm not sure how to describe it. The hinges are on the wrong side of the door. That's the best way I can say it. But like,
all I can really remember about what happened with Hopper and his wife was when he got home and they like bugged his house and like he got a call from his wife or something. Maybe that's when they broke up? Or, yeah, I don't know. I really don't remember that happening. Okay, I'm looking.
okay, you're looking? Okay. So can you see what I'm staring at right now? You can see the door hinge I'm staring at. So, as you can see, there's no door hinge over here. And now I go back over to the side with the door hinge. I stand. Oh look, there's the knob. There's another door hinge. There's the lock. Oh, there's the third door hinge.
Oh.
They're on the wrong side of the door. The door opens that way. They're supposed to be on this side. Yeah, and I have no batteries. So this is fun.
Mark has been posting a lot of videos recently.
He's been posting a lot of live streams.
That's not a live stream. That's not a live stream. I don't think these are live streams. Were these live streams? They were live streams. Never mind. That explains why they're so long.
I done screwed up. I done screwed up. I done screwed up. I done screwed up. I can't even see the door. I done screwed up. Landing light.
Okay.
I'm in school again. Excuse me. Why classroom? Why was there a classroom for a split second there?
Okay, who do you think is more useless in this show?
I'm dreaming.
Mike's mother or Mike's father?
I'm out of my fucking mind.
Oh no, I'm... Okay, this is a bit bull. I'm in class. I'm in the classroom, but it's completely pitch black. I have no idea where to walk.
You have to admit, Mike's parents are completely useless.
No.
and oblivious.
Mike's father is hands down one of the best characters.
He doesn't do anything and is asleep for a majority of the show's screen time that he gets.
What the? Da-da, da-da-da. What? No, that's not the right melody, but still. That's actual music. Fairly sure of it.
Like it was useless. Told you a million times, but these are coming in. It's called cleidocranial dysplasia. I told you a million times.
His voice sounds so much different in season 1.
Do it.
I have a feeling this is like a religious school. You know what gives me that idea?
What?
All the images of Jesus around. Just a slight inclination that is a religious school.
I don't know, the T in
Excuse me,
the,
creepy
Outlast
music
being
box music.
Being an upside down cross, that doesn't tell me anything. It's Barb!
I'm sorry I have to do this. You should have loved
me. You should have helped me. Jesus, forgive me. I don't know what to do. I am so sorry.
sorry.
Jessica.
I remember this.
Remember this? It's his memory. Okay.
Jessica. And when we were...
My God.
Fuck. I'm back in the 4th grade. And here I thought this couldn't get worse.
The
His
freaking
hair is
guy.
so much shorter this
This
season.
freaking guy looks so old. He's supposed to be 4th grader, but he looks so old.
It's weird how Steve's hair only went down to his jaw in season 1.
My camera's freaking out. I didn't expect to be able to open that. Okay. Of course, that's the one that's the only one I can't open. Miracles of Jesus.
I'm stealthy, like a ninja.
Graduation exam test 1. Study the list below. Okay. The list shows increased trade between Europe and Asia led to growth of towns and led to increased interest in exploration.
You're an idiot, Steve Harrington.
Renaissance, I believe. Probably wrong on that, but still I believe. Another term for the Crusades is the Holy Wars. The problems such as
Oh, no wonder
as
he's been put.
selling indulgences and church jobs within the Roman Catholic Church.
Is no one going to mention
led
he
to
posted 1, 2, 3, 4,
the Great Awakening.
5, 6,
The Renaissance
7.
was a period of
He
rebirth
posted
and
7
learning.
videos in one day.
While fighting the Crusades in the Middle East, European merchants made many profitable trades with creating contacts in Asia. Why did this lead to the discovery of the New World?
Whatever it is, it's so necessary on Monday morning.
I know the answer to all of these. They're historical questions. Oh look, creepy school hallway.
Dan,
What?
Mark is live streaming in 6 minutes.
I'm playing game though.
Cards Against Humanity live.
Ooh, doesn't mean I can't pull it up in my phone. Pause the game. Of course, I'm gonna have to keep it quiet because.
No, not my will. Not like I couldn't do that. Look, he's not like you, Papa.
How do you know he's live streaming in 6 minutes? Does it say?
Because it's scheduled live on 11/25/17, 11:30 p.m.
Does that matter?
How do you see that on a mobile?
I scrolled down, and it's there.
Last I heard, he was in Indianapolis. That was about a year ago. But he has nothing to do with this. Yo, Copper, he has nothing to do with this. Trust me.
Joyce, 99 out of 100 times kid goes missing, kid is with a parent or relative.
Well, what about the other time? Said 99 out of 100.
Okay,
What about the other time? The one.
creepy school hallway. And my camera's messing up. Oh my god, that looks like Grunt! There's the silhouette looks like Grunt, it's got claw hands and everything. Ah! Are you Grunt? Hi! Okay then, push me back. Be a butt and push me back. I'll just run back towards the doors. What are you gonna do then? It's snowy. What does that say? St. Cybele High School.
I'm not sure how in the world they expected to be able to defend themselves with MP5s. It's like, people are disappearing down here. They have weapons. I mean, flashlight detached.
He was having an episode.
I just noticed Brenner didn't grab a gun.
Oh, look, he just put his glasses back on.
You're him, ain't you? The outsider.
Maybe that says something about Brenner. He was the only one that didn't take a gun with him.
No. Not yet. Well, they'll do it if they find you out here.
Did I just make a friend? Did I just make a friend?
Who are you? My name's Ethan. But I mean, are you one of them?
But Brenner didn't take
And which side
the
are
gun
you
with
on?
him. Notable.
I made a friend! Oh, I made a friend! Yay! I made a friend!
Wants to keep the faith. But you're not one of those other ones. The heretics. Say squat when my wife got skull. Had to get cast out. Didn't complain with enough. Pressed himself on my Anna Lee. And she not but 15. I'm sorry. He said my grandson. Baby he put in her was by the Antichrist, and I had to slit her belly and kill the child.
I'm confused. Wait.
Oh, there she is.
I just this doesn't connect. So all the writings that I am seeing have relation to sexual acts, but when a woman does become pregnant, the child is considered the spawn of Satan and must be murdered?
So, Dan, you want to know the ironic thing about this?
What?
I'm pretty sure at the beginning of season 1, Millie Bobby Brown, who is 11 years old.
Played 11?
Yes.
I gave her a chance to run.
Because her birthday is like February something, 2004.
I've been gifted with talk my whole life. You probably noticed. Jane Doe. Sorry? Your daughter. She was 8 months pregnant. Blonde hair, cut like a boy's. Yeah. What do you know?
Wait,
you seen her? It's why we came here. Is she alright? Please, Mister, just tell me she's okay. She's fine. Oh, thank God.
Did he just lie to his only friend?
God.
That's not
God
good.
bless.
Well, it doesn't matter if she stole from you or not. Now they're all over the floor.
Remember, finish chapter 12 and answer 12
going to be on the difference between experiment and other forms of science investigation. This will be on the test, which will cover chapters 10 through 12. Will be multiple choice. That's it.
So, did he come?
Very bad.
Okay.
It came. Get hand check. Ain't she a beauty?
But you can talk to New York on this thing.
Think bigger.
California?
Bigger. Australia?
Oh, he is. Well, see, he's totally gonna blow his shit.
Lucas.
Sorry.
Okay.
Come on. Get you inside. Oh, hey there. You really busted your head open, didn't you? I'll be okay.
He busted his head open.
Down there. You can hide. You're fixed up.
Okay. One at a time, alright?
It's alright. You just relax here, I'll keep you safe. You rest up and heal. Ethan's gonna treat you right.
No, it's from Lord of the Rings.
It doesn't matter.
What I just said?
Oh, it's live.
Damn time.
Mark's live.
It's a real road. It's just the name. It's a 4-mile facility. We can show you.
I said that I know it.
It's weird how different Mike looks in Season 2 compared to Season 1.
That means no fight.
Jesus, the chat.
Coming.
No nonsense.
Screams. Black screen and screams. Ah.
I ain't hiding nothing.
Righteousness cannot pass in blood by loins, but the blood of your heart.
I can't Papa's gospel. I copied him 100 times. If I knew where the outsider was...
Prophet don't need your help in finding the devil's whore and interrupt me. Not questions even now other heretics are jealous.
Hey, there's a woman. There's a woman with a pickaxe.
You sinned when you denied the prophet your daughter. You sinned since to deny.
Please just let me talk to now.
Oh.
No, the outsider is.
But here's the thing about... Here's the thing that Canada gave us that was good.
Just let me talk to now. I can explain.
Finn Wolfhard.
No, my friend! No! He's just spiked with a pickaxe! No!
Take your penance. God loves you. God loves you.
How is he British?
She's gonna look directly at me now, isn't she? Oh god.
British.
Oh! Oh! I think my friend just lost his genitals.
I hope you find your daughter.
So did it finally happen?
I think my friend just did.
You haven't yet?
No, I have not.
You're next.
Up to her.
Oh no, my friend didn't. He got a giant hole in his back now, though. Please tell me it gives me more than just a single battery. You gotta love the beautiful name brands. Battery! Such a wonderful brand name, huh? The Battery. The Battery brand. Brand Battery.
Benny was such a nice man, he didn't deserve to die. What makes him even more pissed off is that they made it look like a suicide.
Ethan's later. You got to tell Papa that Anna Lee was sick, and that's the truth. She's gonna live with her mama and the rest of the Scald. She was horrible afflicted, and her energies too doleful for examination, and I just sent her off because it was all I could do. You got to know I wouldn't have done it if there was any other choice, because I had loved that girl more than anything more than anything else, and I don't know why Papa North would think I was lying, but you got to convince him to the truth. God love you, your cousin Ethan. I unintentionally read that in a bad accent.
I didn't hear it at all.
You didn't hear me doing like a horrible southern accent?
Nope, not at all.
Oh my god, so nice to have night vision again. Because batteries. I want to know. They have electricity out here. Now, it would be understandable if they had like their own generators and such, but if they don't, how the hell did they get electricity all the way out here with no one knowing of them? What do you think of what I just said, huh?
I'm really not paying attention that much.
Battery.
No, not later. Now. Fish! What?
She doesn't have to stay calm. She's being very realistic.
Bonnie, some teenager just hung up on me. You know? Here he is. Call me back. Damn it! What?
I still can't believe she was the freaking android in Alien 4.
Who?
The person who plays Joyce.
I think... Actually, that reminds me of something. I think she plays...
Probably. They have two boys. Look at this place.
You're not sure? Hey, what's up with this guy?
He's probably just hungry.
How in the world is Jonathan's actor British? She was in Beetlejuice. She was in Edward Scissorhands. She was in Black Swan. I know she was in Alien 4.
I think...
She was in 1996, The Crucible. Oh shoot, she was. She was in the 2009 Star Trek. She was apparently in Frankenweenie.
I don't think I want to know what Nurse 3D is. Especially by that cover art there.
She was in Friends? Who did she play in Friends?
How many
Hold
episodes
on.
was she in?
It's not saying. Bruce Willis was a character in Friends. Paul Stevens.
But it is a joyous hour, for we are in the sorrows of a
Language.
place of breaking forth of yes, the children of hell, but
Someone named Melissa.
God is great, and not is his prophet, and not will ransom us from the power of the grave. Not will redeem us from death, for even redemption cannot keep it from the split out. In the crimson glory of revelation.
They're zooming in on Chica.
My god, his dad is so awful.
His dad is the best character in season 1.
Ted. He's so awful.
Ted, as generic name as Bob.
And yet Bob was a much better father than Ted will ever be. And he wasn't even a father yet.
I do have to say, this Outlast takes place a lot more outside than the first one.
Man, believe it or not. Oh, I believe it. Only it's never died. They tell me. Sarah, my daughter. Galaxy, the universe, whatnot.
Christ!
They're gonna show all that stuff. I figured there's what's going on down here, and I think it's what's elsewhere.
Oh boy, they're roasting man.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. She's dead. He does always seem to get really upset whenever anyone mentions his daughter.
I'm done. Over. I'm worried about what? Over. Yeah.
The chapel. Somebody there will know where they've taken Lynn.
Okay. Noth's Gospel, Chapter 5. Wait a minute. New Gospels Part 2, but Noth's Gospel Chapter 5. 1. And I looked, and a gyre unwound from the night. A fire turned inward, burning from all directions towards the center, and drew the light from the walls of my room, so that I hung in a void that shone in rainbows like oil upon a black mirror. 2. And I looked despite the pain of behold out of the midst of the inward fire came the likeness of a creature as a figure as like to a man as a circle is to a sphere. A cross-section of a sphere would make a circle. So the cross-section of this creature would make a man. And this was their appearance. They had the appearance of...
Hi, can I give you a hand? Hi, Frank. Not too bad this one.
I'm still pissed that, like, not only did they kill Benny, but they made it look like a suicide.
And this was their appearance. They had the appearance of Jesus Christ's agony upon the cross, and in chest and sex had the appearance of a man. I'm so confused at that one numbered thing. 5. And their faces were innumerable and joined to one another, 1,000 eyes and 1,000 everything, a mouth with wings and jaws inseparable even in sight. And the purpose of the eyes and the purpose of the jaws was both for a more perfect consumption. Thus were their faces, and in the next moment they were the bones of the 4 horses of the apocalypse, and the bones of the horsemen too. Okay, something makes sense now! Something! Don't care what, but something makes sense! And in the moment that followed their faces and in the moment 7. And in the moment that followed their faces were the sex organs of angels. And in the moment that followed a bonfire and flame with voices singing in beauty, to rend the mind in the moment that followed a reflection in silvered glass. 8. For their faces were all of these things at once, and their wings were joined to one another as they flapped, wove to arrest time, and I could not take air into my body.
How about this?
Okay. Credit! One thing makes sense! You lose your credit. You make no sense right after I give you credit.
Hydrocarbons are separated according to their...
That's a body. I like how, like, when you play these games, usually you'd be all like, oh god, that's a human body. But now you're just like, oh, that's a dead person. Got it. Okay.
They did such a good job making, like, the siblings, the family members in the show look related. Especially in season 2. It's weird how, like, Mike got older and someone managed to look even more like Nancy. And yet, the actors are not related at all.
Oh, that guy is being dragged.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
That's being dragged by pickaxe. Lovely. And I want to go in here? Question mark? I guess that's so. Maybe. Yeah, you saw me. Okay. I don't care, I'm getting in! Oh. Okay, I have no idea what I was recording right there. Well, time to find out what I was.
Somebody there will know where they've taken Lynn.
Marta.
Jesus Christ. The others call her Marta. The smell of what she burned, like coal smoke and frankincense. That woman, or whatever she is, beat him to death. Something about finding Lynn. Something about a chapel. They flayed them. Nailed them to wood. She was just a kid.
My dear Judith, I have never... That's spelled wrong. That's spelled wrong. Okay, this, okay. This person is spelled. This person can't spell. My dear Judith, I have never been much at putting feelings into words. As you, as my yoke mate, all these years well known, so I hope I can write down what's so hard for me to say, but I've been feeling your anger and suffering the lack of relations with since we killed little Sarai. It was Papa's will and God's will, and you can't stay mad at me or I'll be forced to be firm with you with all love and duty, your husband Marcus. Welcome back. I just had to read someone who is very illiterate's work. That was some interesting work on English.
I think the show is actually intentionally a little grainy, now that I'm looking at it. Do you think that's the case?
It's possible.
Because I mean, they did that with Annabelle Creation, I think. How is he British?
Who?
The guy who plays Jonathan.
Them that hath ears? Okay.
Both Millie Bobby Brown and the guy who plays Jonathan are British.
Hello? Hello? Who's this? You?
Hello, sire. Hi. Okay. Okay. I won't go near you. You stay in your chair.
Okay.
I'll be on my way away.
Back again.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit in here all calm like.
clear as bell because I didn't cut that open pipe. How Mama used to call you her little one. I wish there was a choice, but there weren't. But I cut lambs. And did the best I could to see it weren't any more lonesome than it had to be. I know you was mine. For your mama.
Okay.
Remember how Mama used to call
Okay, so we got a guy with a machete and a guy with a stick. I'm not sure who's more menacing, but I'm sure they both deal the same amount of damage.
Not sure what just happened there.
Wasn't the enemy.
I think I was slowly fast forwarding.
In what, in the movie? I mean, not the movie, in the... It plays like a movie in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Lambs. But I cut careful, like I done on them lambs.
Suddenly, 11.
Remember how...
I don't know what to do. This is a big problem. It's just like... He's there.
Oh, it plays the credits. I thought it would just go into the next episode. This isn't a show like Kill la Kill where they hide stuff in the credits, so the credits are actually important to watch.
You mean... It isn't like about 50% of anime.
Well, I don't watch 50% of anime. I watch like 2%.
A majority of anime. After the credits, there's usually something. Sometimes it tells you about the next episode. Sometimes it has no correlation in the slightest.
Well, Kill la Kill is episode like what? I don't know what episode it was, but they had a thing like mid credits where I think it was Nui barged in, and it basically explains why the stuff that's happening in the next episode is happening. Oh, I guess that tells you that it's filmed in Georgia. They got the Georgia copyright at the end of the credits. Because Georgia has the copyright. I live in a state that's copyrighted.
Up! Get up! Get up! Whew!
I bet she's deaf.
That's the boxing time machine. Get it?
Mike does look so much different in season 2. And what, he's only like a year older? A year and a half older?
I can't be having to go that way. So that means there has to be a door that he's gonna eventually light up for me. That's just how this works. Or not. Oh, there we go. Oh, his...
How to sum up how good Stranger Things is. It has a higher rating than Friends on IMDb.
Not to bang on Friends or anything, but quite a few things do have a higher rating than Friends.
Well, it is also a lot older than most things that people care about now. I mean, it's got an 8.
Oh, that's a rotting corpse.
It's got an 8.9, and Stranger Things has a 9.
Three more were sent today to live among the Scald. Their sores too florid to disguise. They had 7 children between them, all of whom Papa Nath has sent with the others into my foster care. I now have more than 40 orphans under my wing who love me desperately. As only can a child abandoned by the parents they thought were as natural and dependable as a fact as the rising sun. And I love them, as I never have children of my own, and I have so much love to give. When God leaves them too, I will be there with comforts and guidance. What do these dreams mean? Oh, you won't let me pick up a flashlight. You won't let me pick up a freaking flashlight, which is so much better than a... I don't know how to explain this. It's like a body in a tree or limbs.
It scares me how much older he looks in season 2. It's funny how majority of the pictures on IMDb of him are actually from It and not from Stranger Things. Because It was technically the first thing he was in.
First thing he was cast in.
He was casted in It before Stranger Things even began, like, filming. Or he was, yeah. Hold on, I want to show.
Oh! Oh!
With how much different he looks.
I'm not sure how to respond to seeing this sight that I am seeing.
Like, Dan, explain this to me. How does Finn Wolfhard go from looking like this in season 1 to looking like this in season 2?
Hair.
His face looks a lot different too. His hair is longer, and
his face kind of looks the same to me.
It's more structured. It's not nearly as round as it was. That is a thing that comes
oh shit!
That actually happened to all of the kid actors now that I think of it. Except for Noah. Because Noah is still only 12.
I screwed up.
He's the one who plays Will.
I screwed up. Whew. At least I didn't die from screwing up. But nonetheless, I screwed up.
He got a lot taller.
Through that barn. Might lead to the chapel.
Okay, apparently fall damage is not permanent damage. Good to know.
That's something I noticed, that he got a lot taller. It's weird.
Why I'm getting a very close-up view of this, I don't know. But, like, the detail that I see here is interesting.
He's as tall as the person, like almost as tall as the person who plays Bob. What the crap?
Who is?
No, freaking Finn Wolfhard. The kid who plays Mike is almost as tall as.
Shock factor! Character stops. Does not continue. Click. Whirring of chains. Oh look, the body that I was just staring at just came ramming directly at me.
And I do know that distance does change how a character's height looks, but he's really not that far away.
That's a dead horse.
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm pointing out with his face, that it's not nearly as round.
Oh! Oh! I just hid blood.
I figured it out what it is.
What?
It's his eyebrows. His eyebrows are darker in season 2.
I just hidden blood.
Why is this something I noticed?
Why is my hiding option to hide in blood?
Because it's dark and
There's gotta be a way back to the village.
And it's not that see-through. How much is there?
It's a barrel. A full barrel.
Yeah, blood is like a really thick liquid and you can't see through it that well. So
Yet I hide in it. Soul of Christ, make me ready. Father of Notch, guide my salvation. Blood of Christ, let me drink your wine. By the severed eye, give me vision. Angel of God, lend me your sword. Kind Jesus, hear my prayer, heal me in your wounds. Keep me close to you, defend me from a wicked world, and ready me for a devil's hour. In the fellowship of Temple Gate, that I might defend your creation until you give me rest. Amen. This is much more religious. Like, ridiculously much more religious. I really enjoyed the first one because it had nothing to do with the whole, like, everything wasn't happening because of the religious beliefs. Everything was happening because science went wrong. Flash!
Well, I'd assume by the random.
Why is it raining birds?
What the fuck was that?
Do you continue?
Well, Outlast 2 is all about cults. A little bit different than the first game, obviously.
Well, of course it's gonna be different, but like in the first one, the thing behind it was a science experiment gone wrong, and then people started to believe that the screw up of the science experiment was a god. That's what happened. But there was actual science behind why everything happened. They didn't explain said science, but science nonetheless.
Well, you know what, Dan? I'm a person who thinks not everything needs an explanation. So, I see no problem.
How do I climb up here?
Alright, come on, let's go. Got a lot of ground to jump in.
People are saying the plot in the second one is a lot worse than the first one.
Define worse.
Just not as well written or as well made as the first ones. But the story isn't as good. Pros, great atmosphere, music, graphics. A ton of jump scares, mostly well implemented and unexpected. Open environments make exploration fun and spooky. Cons, chase sequences are tense and cinematic. Then you take the wrong turn and just die, having to repeat until you find the right path. Story is okay, enough to keep you entertained.
What am I looking at? Would you mind telling me what I'm looking at? Whatever it is, it's holding something that's supposed to be a baby. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Mind telling me what I'm looking at? Do you have any words to describe what the hell I'm looking at? Hello?
Church.
Church? No.
Some kind of heretic temple.
Hello? I don't like it when I have to jump over gaps. And I especially don't like it when I have to jump over gaps when I'm lagging. Like, I'm lagging in that room. Like, it's no. Was that a review of Outlast 2?
On Steam.
How the hell is it open world?
They never said open world, just open environments.
This is not an open environment, though.
Open environments. Meaning there are some, but it's not all of them.
Oh, lovely. Child hanging from a branch. Oh, child hanging from a branch who looks like old child who guy is worried about from school. I can tell that animation is wonderful from the fact that the body is moving while the noose moves off sync. It's the little things I notice now. Jump scare. Oh, it's gone now. Ooh.
The funny thing is that on day 1 of Outlast 2, it was overwhelmingly low reviews. Should I go? OUTLAST2 introduces you to Sullivan Noth.
That has to be the chapel.
And his followers who left our wicked world behind to give birth to Templegate, a town deep in the wilderness and hidden from civilization. Noth and his flock preparing for the tribulations of the end of times, and you're right in the thick of it. Let's see what the 1,000 negative reviews for this game have to say. Really more than a frustration compared to Outlast 1. Absolutely loved the first installment, but this game, unlike the first, presented me with some of the worst level design I have yet to see, and the plot is barely cohesive.
So, from my understanding of what that was bad level design and the story didn't make sense?
Yes.
I'm agreeing so far.
I beat the hardest mode, not the one that resets to the beginning, in about 6 hours. It feels like nearly half, but it was the hallucination flashbacks. Hi. Which are not fun to replay a majority of the time you're running, which I do not mind, but it really kills replayability, or you just get lost in some open Android charger. I'm losing it now. Or you just get lost in some open area until
somebody there will know where they've
exit.
taken Lynn.
Yep. I spent more time on the first one. This game is fine, but for the price, it's really not worth it. I suggest getting it at whatever you feel a 5-hour horror game is worth to you. If you haven't played the first one and its DLC, get that. It's much better. I'm using it.
Was that?
Why'd you do that?
Okay.
I'm using it. What?
March 9th. More children dead. Noth says there is no sin in such infanticide. As all our soldiers in God's army, martyrs fallen on the field in defiance of the Archfiend. All those babies with slit throats and charred flesh will be waiting immaculate for us in paradise. Papa Noth also says that our sins find us in our dreams. Our sins find us in our dreams. But my dreams are nothing but the murder of my children, and I wake laughing and aroused, and often wet with the involuntary lust of sleep. Just stop.
Where to start with this one? I wanted a super spooky game to play on Halloween, and figured since I loved Outlast,
I woke this morning thinking I was wetted with the blood of a child's slit throat, but it was the wetness of my own making. The others are having similar dreams. We have dug a tunnel so that we may meet in secret. We gather and share our visions and wonder at their meeting. I feel increasingly this is a message, but nothing holy. Okay, that was the end of the note. It's like, could you stop going back to genitals and genitalia and sex and horniness?
And figured, since I loved the first Outlast, let's give the sequel a try. That was a mistake. As far as horror games go, there are plenty of ways to build tension for the player did not lead to fatigue or growing numb to the tension. This game failed on all accounts. There's a constant soundtrack playing with spikes in volume and pitch happening at certain intervals, which is great when done well, but these happen all too frequently while you're just exploring or wandering around. What ends up happening is that when something is supposed to catch your attention, the volume peaks, but you don't realize you're supposed to be scared. There are sections of the game where you can look at things to record them. The problem with these sections is that a lot of the time you just start recording randomly and have no idea what it is you're looking at or why you're recording in the first place. This plays into when jump scares happen as well. A lot of the time you are not looking directly at when the scare is supposed to happen, so you just end up missing most of the event, which does not help build tension at all. I don't know why this one's blocked off as a spoiler, but now I want to talk about the threat in the game. You're having to deal with a deranged cult of inbred hillbillies. Why is that line blocked as a spoiler? Isn't that obvious? While that premise might sound entertaining, it loses all of its appeal when you have to hear every enemy in the game constantly preaching their gospel. The whole crazy preacher thing is just annoying and just comes off as a nuisance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sounding that way.
I really never find... Like, cults are much different than what this game is showing.
I mean, Resident Evil 4 kind of had the similar thing with the people preaching that were kind of wandering around, but they did it right. Like, they did it right. This is just continuous.
So basically what you're saying is that this game is already worse than the first one.
Pretty much. The open area, I had no direction. I've run into a few open areas. I'm not calling it open area, though, because it still leads to the same one direction. And apparently, you can skip things that... Because I haven't lost my genitals yet, and I'm further than I've ever watched in Mark, and I watched the character get his genitals cut off by pickaxe.
Do not play this game at night, otherwise you risk to fall asleep on your keyboard. No, seriously, I really liked the first game in the DLC, so I had rather big hopes for this one, but it turned into a disastrous disappointment from the first 10 minutes of the gameplay, and became even worse closer to the end. It's not a horror game, it's more like running from angry peasants simulator.
Pretty much, yeah. So far.
Gameplay, 99% of the time you're running, crawling, or jumping from somebody. Shelters are also useless because if the mob spotted you before, they will find you everywhere and almost always. So the game stimulates you to run all the time. You run too much and you die too often to start to care about the plot.
Papa, Ezekiel, liar, charlatan, temple to gout, addict, coward, rapist, child killer. I am gone, and I have taken with me all of the courage to see the truth. Come after us, hunt us down. We are waiting and eager to murder and... What is wrong with this? Why? Can we stop with the F word? Jesus! To murder and fuck everybody you send up the mountain. I don't hate you. Could Jesus hate the Baptist for being a Jew? I could not have found my true vision without your years of ignorance and bullshit. I could never have had the courage to seek truth if not fueled by my anger at your lies. Your God is a child's superstition, your faith is embarrassment. The signs of the true Father were before you, before us all, and you, vainglorious, gullible, too stupid to draw breath. You thought the visions were punishment from an angry and ominous God. Your God is afraid because your God is no God at all. Your God is your own ego, vulnerable and false, and embarrassment. My God is no God at all, but he is true. He is in you every moment of ecstasy, and his child will fucking tear this world to everlasting glory. I do not ask that you join us, I tell you, you will join us, because our love is greater than you can ever imagine. Okay, we have two religions combating here.
Anyways, back to the review I was reading.
Somebody there will know where they've
It had
taken
really huge potential, but it turned into a rather mediocre and cliched story without any original ideas. After 10 to 15 minutes of gameplay, it runs into coma and revives at the very end of the game. Yes, it has some drama, has some disturbing moments, even has some horrific moments, but the key word here is some. Few drops of good content in the ocean of total boredom is absolutely not enough. Level design, very poor. Big and empty locations with cheap jump scares. Same houses, same caves, same mines, bad work with the lighting. Some locations there is no lights, there is not any light sources at all. How am I supposed to see graphical improvements, if most of the time all I see is a black screen? Huge step back from the previous game. Soundtracks, there's some. Positive moments. Interesting inventory, where you literally look into your pockets to see what you got. You can also check your camera and watch all the materials you have recorded before. Not all, in fact, only scripted ones. And nevertheless, unfortunately, that is all.
You can look at your
Final
watch?
verdict. What?
You can look at your watch?
No.
Is that not what I just heard?
You can also check your camera and watch all the materials you have recorded before. Final verdict.
That is a cool feature, though. That is a really cool feature, though. If you get lost in what you're doing, you can just pull it up and, you know, look at what you recorded last and just figure out from there.
That might be an elevator. It's up there, isn't it? Power's cut off. They've got to have.
People are just saying it gets really bad as the game progresses.
The thing doesn't run on prayers.
Well, I mean, I got it for $14 compared to 30. So.
You got the first one for free.
And I got the first one for free.
Because of me?
Yep, pretty much because of you.
First one and DLC. I still don't get how he looks so much different in Season 1 compared to Season 2. And I guarantee it's just because of the eyebrows and his hair.
Revel in the ecstasy of the Lord. The sins of Zion are bound up, and all debts to God come due. There's wailing. There's pain.
No! We're going back to Plan A. We're telling the boss.
From this arbor is the place of the breaking forth of yes, the children of hell, but also
No.
the opportunity of our salvation.
That was one complaint I had about Season 1. Eleven's fake blood. Like, her nose bleeds.
Anime nosebleed.
One thing. All of the blood on her. Like, one shot she'd be bleeding and the next shot would be dried up blood. It's like, that's... No.
The sins of Zion are bound up, and all debts to God
and also,
come due.
blood doesn't dry like that under your nose.
Pain. There's
I would know.
But it is joyous.
I had to spend like 8 years of my life having constant nosebleeds every day. So.
From this arbor is the place of the breaking forth of yes, the children of hell, but also
the breaking forth of yes, the children of hell. What?
God is great and not is.
Okay. Here's what I'm gathering from the story so far.
Cult that kills children.
No, it's actually more complicated than that. Here's what I gathered so far. So, you have a cult that views children as prophets of the devil, or as the devil himself, or the Antichrist. And then you have the part that broke off from the main priest's disciple, which is all about fucking everything. Literally fucking everything. So...
Which one would you rather be part of?
So, that is...
Power of the grave.
I would love it if the old woman would move so I could actually, like, dash somewhere.
We are robed in the crimson glory of revelation. Rejoice. Revel in the ecstasy of the Lord.
Revel in the ecstasy of the world.
Are bound up and all debts to God come due.
All debts to God come due.
There's pain.
There's wailing, there's pain, there's blood. But it is joyous all. For we
are in the sorrows of a travailing woman.
From this Abba is a place of the breaking forth of yes, the children of hell, but also the opportunity of our salvation. For God is great and Noth is his prophet,
will ransom us from the power of the grave. Noth will redeem us
from death.
For even redemption cannot be hidden.
Faith into redemption cannot be hidden from the split eye.
We are robed in the crimson glory of revelation.
We are robed in the crimson glory of revelation.
Rejoice.
Rejoice.
Revel in the ecstasy of the Lord.
Okay, it's literally looping for something that goes on for 30 seconds.
There's pain, there's blood, but it is joyous all.
What? I just tried to repeat everything she was saying.
I'm still down here. I think they're going to bed. I can take advantage of this.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Except for turn on the PlayStation. Oh, apparently the console update for Terraria is coming out relatively soon. Like maybe sometime December or maybe really early January.
Well, that's really soon. Like, ridiculously soon.
Well, there's also the whole verification thing, and PlayStation will get it first because of how PlayStation and Xbox do updates. PlayStation always gets updates first. And that's not due to people being biased about PlayStation, it's just that PlayStation releases updates at the beginning of the week while Xbox releases them at the end of the week, usually.
Why is there a single light in the basement here that's blindingly bright?
Overwatch. Because Overwatch, their updates like always come out on Tuesday. It's just weird. Speaking of Overwatch, I think I'm gonna play it. So you can get my reactions on Moira, since I've played her like twice. So I still have no idea how to play Moira. Have you played Moira at all? When you had the...
So weird. Don't you remember I went to the testing area and played her?
That's a lot different than actually playing her.
I only play a character if I can use their skills properly.
That's stupid. I go in completely blind with characters and I'm like, screw it, if I do bad, I do bad. But I'm gonna have fun while I'm doing bad. Because unlike almost everyone else who plays this game, I play it for gameplay. Because gameplay is more important than most of the things a game can offer. Damn. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
How'd you like it?
I played the thing of it. It was good. It looked amazing.
Yeah, it did look amazing.
But that's about it. The ground gameplay was ridiculously boring.
Yep.
The fighter, that was awesome. I loved the fighter gameplay. That was awesome. Problem is, that's the only fun gameplay in the game. And another thing, EA decided to put Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, but they decided to put Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader behind a paywall, or in order to get them regularly, you'd have to put in, what, like 40 hours each to get each of those characters? Yeah, that was a reply that or something they posted on Reddit, like, answering the question, like, why did you put these two behind a paywall? That is now, like, the record most downvoted thing on Reddit. I think it's getting thousands of downvotes a day.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
My headphones just made a booping noise. And I don't know why.
Rejoice.
And I don't
revel in the ecstasy of the Lord. The sins of Zion bound up and all debts to God come due.
Like, another cool thing that I noticed about the Stranger Things box art is that it's got, like, those little rental stickers on it.
How many?
It's got, like, that little yellow sticker that you'd find on VHS boxes.
Get the elevator working again.
Like pen written on, like pen writing on it.
Under the bed.
Then on the and then on the VHS, it's got the "Please be kind and rewind."
Please be kind and rewind.
Like it looks like it's a rental VHS.
And then you open it, and it's Blu-ray discs.
It's Blu-rays. It also comes with DVD copies, which is nice. I mean, yeah, I think that's a thing that they have to do, but... Oh, and on the back of the thing you have to lift up to reach the DVDs, it has the scene where Nancy is reaching out of the tree. Moira is still the character that's locked on the...
Hi! What am I supposed to do about you? Excuse you!
Moira's been in the game for some time now. So you can take her off the main menu now. We get that she's in the game now.
So, whatever I just did there I wasn't supposed to do because I died.
Oh no. Oh no. They've given me access to do something evil.
What?
If I can get Moira on Total Mayhem.
It's up there, isn't it?
Ooh. Ooh. Infinite damage orbs. I will admit, those damage orbs are not only terrifying, but overpowered. Is someone playing as Doomfist? What? Someone intentionally picked Doomfist? What? They're level 3. That could explain a lot. They're not even prestige level 3, just level 3. That explains a lot. Okay. They're probably off-let the game.
I didn't even try to play Doomfist.
I mean, he's good if you learn how to use him, which I kind of did. But they did nerf him to the ground, so it's a shame.
They nerfed him to the ground after they added him?
Yeah.
That's so
he was
stupid.
Overpowered. He was really overpowered when they added him. Like, capable of killing Roadhog really quickly. And Roadhog is kind of the most powerful character in the game. I think Diva being right behind
Hello,
him.
old woman.
Diva and Reinhardt kind of like right behind him. I mean, Reinhardt's got his shield, but Doomfist goes straight through his shield, so... I hope they don't nerf Moira, because she actually doesn't need to be nerfed. She's actually pretty balanced, because, like, she can do a lot of damage, but... she has, like, no health at all. She can still
Breaking point of yes. Oh god, that's gonna be in my head now.
It's still weird how, like, her right hand looks kind of withered a little bit, and that's the same hand that she makes all the, like, dark stuff out of. It's also got really long nails. again, the tiny things I notice. It also like twitches a little bit. Something that took me a while to notice. The characters have idle animations, but you're never idle long enough to see them. It's just one of those nice little things I notice. Is that they have idle animations. Orisa is one of the more obvious ones because one of hers is like her looking at her gun. And just as I figured, Moira's is her right hand twitching.
Get the elevator working again. The chapel.
Oh, I just realized her healing beam doesn't attach like her damage beam does. I'm not sure why I never noticed that.
He said she did it to herself. He said he was protecting you.
Oh, Moira versus Moira. Moira versus Moira. Because Moira is a healed... Oh no, I'm frozen, I'm dead. Because I don't know if you ever noticed, but Moira is a life-stealing character. Whenever she does damage, she heals herself. It's not that noticeable. Like, unlike Reaper, who... his lifesteal is obvious. Because he does a lot of damage. Moira does a lot of damage, just not very quickly.
Arbor is the place of the breaking forth of yes, the children of hell, but also the opportunity of our salvation. God is great, and Noth is his prophet, and Noth will ransom us from the power of the grave.
My God, she won't shut up. She's looping the same 30 seconds.
What just happened? I'm trying my best to play as Moira. This is really difficult.
I have an issue.
What?
So, there's like a guy. He's right at the door. And
I've done exactly 1,000 points of healing. That's bizarre. She moves so fast while she's using her ultimate. That's actually kind of weird. How fast she moves while using her ultimate.
Yeah, people can just, I'm a fire on my laser, just back and forth and back and forth. And just completely murder everyone.
The trailer made it look like she moved really slow, because she didn't move at all in the trailer. Oh, I need that, I need that, I need that. I don't need that, that's damage. I'll take that. I'm gonna leave now. I keep forgetting that she's a healer. The amount of times I've forgotten that she's a healer. It's kind of sad. Because it's not obvious that she's a healer. Like, say, with Mercy.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I got a guy with a machete at the door.
Her shadow step regenerates in 2 seconds on Total Mayhem. That's not overpowered. That's not overpowered.
You know what, I'm gonna save.
Can I finally get an elimination? Can I finally get an elimination? I got an elimination.
I'm gonna find out what I'm supposed to do another time. That'll be best.